Hello everyone and welcome to EduPath Language School's English Grammar for Beginners series, and today we will take a look at pronouns. So let's take a look at pronouns, what they are and how we can use them in the English grammar. So, what is a pronoun? Now a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. What it means is that in a sentence when we have a noun, we can use a pronoun in place of that noun so that we don't keep repeating the noun or the name again and again. For example, if we have two sentences about the same person, like Ravi is a chef and Ravi works in a restaurant. So here we can see that we have used the name Ravi twice. Instead of that, what we can say is Ravi is a chef, he works in a restaurant. So the word he replaces the word Ravi, and so it is considered a pronoun. Okay? So as I've explained, pronouns are used to avoid repetition in English, which means we don't want to keep saying the name or the noun again and again. For example, if we have some information about the same person, such as Priya is a teacher, Priya teaches English, Priya likes her students. So instead of saying Priya 3 times, we can say Priya is a teacher, she teaches English, and she likes her student. So once again, we use pronouns to avoid repetition of the noun. Okay, so let's now take a look at how many types of pronouns there are. So first of all, we have something called subject pronouns. Now, a subject pronoun is a pronoun that is used as the subject of a verb, indicating the person or the thing performing the action, which means that in a sentence, the thing or the person that is doing the verb or the action would be the subject pronoun. Now, a tip is that a subject pronoun always comes before the verb. So let's take a look at different types of subject pronouns. So for yourself, you would be using the pronoun I. When talking to someone, you would say you. For a boy, you would say he. For a girl, you would say she. For a thing or animal, it's it. For you and another person, it is we. And for more than one person, it is they. So let's take a look at some examples. For example, I am happy. I is a pronoun. She is my sister. She is a pronoun. They are late. They is a pronoun. So let's try it. Can you say a sentence using we? For example, we are friends. So in this sentence, the word we is a pronoun. So let's take a look at the second type of pronoun, which is object pronoun. Now, an object pronoun is a pronoun that is used as the object of a verb, indicating the person or the thing receiving the action. So an object pronoun is any pronoun where the effect of the verb is happening on that thing or person. Now another tip, object pronouns come after the verb. We'll take a look at different types of object pronouns. So if it is you, the subject is I, the object is me. For you, it is you. He becomes him, she becomes her, it remains it, we becomes us, and they becomes them. Let's take a look at some examples. For example, he likes me. That is the object of the sentence, me. We see them every day and give her the pen. So you can try making a sentence. You can say, I talk to you, for example. Right now, I am talking to you. And you in this sentence is an object pronoun. Now we will look at possessive pronouns. So what is possessive pronoun? A possessive pronoun is a word that shows ownership of a noun. So when you want to say that something belongs to someone, you will use this pronoun. The list of possessive pronouns is mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. Now, one thing to remember is that you use possessive pronouns as standalone, which means there is no noun after the possessive pronoun. So let's look at some examples. For example, this phone is mine. In this sentence, I am telling you who this phone belongs to, and as you can see, the word mine is at the end. There is no noun after that. The second example is, this book is yours and these shoes are theirs. Let's try and make a sentence. If you can tell me something that belongs to you. For example, this computer is mine. A reflexive pronoun is a pronoun that refers back to the subject of a sentence, indicating that the subject is acting on itself, meaning the subject and the object are the same person. To make it simple, in a sentence, when you are doing something by yourself or to yourself, you become the subject and the object. So a reflexive pronoun helps you tell who the effect is happening on. Okay, let's look at some examples and I think it'll become easier to understand. So some examples are, when the subject is I, the pronoun is myself. For you, it is yourself. He, himself. She, herself. It, itself. We, ourselves. And they, themselves. Let's look at some examples. So for example, I cooked dinner myself. So here, the subject, I, and the object, myself, is talking about the same person, me. And that is why myself is a reflexive pronoun. Similarly, in the next example, he hurt himself while running, and we enjoyed ourselves at the party. Now try making a sentence. For example, I made tea myself. Okay, so now let's do a quick quiz. You can pause the video here if you want. Okay, let's take a look at the answers now. Okay, I hope you got all or at least most of that right. So great job in completing the video today. So let's do a quick recap. What did we learn today? We learned what pronouns are. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun, so we use it instead of a noun. There are 4 types of pronouns. We have subject pronouns such as I, you, he, and she. Object pronouns me, him, her. Possessive pronouns my, your, their. Reflexive pronouns myself, yourself. And we also saw a lot of examples and we had a chance to practice. Remember, pronouns help making speaking smoother and clearer so that you don't end up repeating any names. So, thank you so much for staying along with the video. Please do like, share and subscribe, and also check the description of this video for the pronoun worksheet. I'll see you in the next video.